So it looks like an episode of Gasworks has been delayed and the show might be cancelled within itself because Poet's old tweets have resurfaced and Copa 90 were the ones who did a particular article, and it's causing a lot of mess and friction for both people and the show Gasworks, and a lot of people are triggered.
Oh, you a Gasworks episode. It's been 2 weeks since the last one, and today's episode would have been Terminator, but obviously some things are going on behind the scenes. There's a lot of bullshit going on with, my brethren Poet, and there's all these dumb stuff. But basically, Boiler Room have taken it upon themselves to delay today's Gasworks episode because of this dumb drama.
Hey guys, it's Muradi. Hope you guys are doing well today. Now, before we get into the video, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Click that button. I would massively appreciate it. And definitely follow me on Instagram, Murad_Murali as well. The details are all below. Situation because it's actually really, really tricky. Because, you can look at it from so many different perspectives. What we're seeing here is a particular person, Poet, who we know he's been on Gasworks, other shows, and is a presenter alongside his colleague. And they both do, obviously, a show, and what we're seeing here is Alhan himself is quite pissed off. He's really pissed off.
Drama, and it's just, quite frankly, bullshit. They champion freedom of speech and stuff, and give us money to do the show, but then when something happens they want to not do the show. I don't know, it doesn't, to me, it doesn't make no sense. If you want us to move reckless and chat our opinions and offend people and stuff, why would you then? It's all dumb. And
to the point where he's really irritated because his colleague, the tweets that were resurfaced were anti-woman related tweets where he talked about women and they're only here for gratification, call them sluts, and a lot of misogyny. But this was done 5 years ago, so one can argue, can people not grow? Can people not learn? This wasn't done yesterday, it was done 5 years ago. However, this is not the first time he's been caught up for his old tweets. He was caught up before about tweets about black women in particular, and I don't recall an apology from him anyhow. But it's funny how this situation is causing major alarms, but when he was talking about black women, that was easily pushed aside. Note that, because it's very sly, and I find it interesting. But we can also say, why didn't Maya Jama get the same reception? Because obviously her old tweets came back and it was quite dangerous what she said, and she addressed it, and even her addressing it was controversial. So really you can kind of just argue, why aren't people giving the same attention to Poet that they're giving to Maya Jama? Because Maya Jama has slid through and is doing well. You can argue that perspective as well. So there's so many different pathways we can take to this. Alhan himself has now found anti-sexist tweets that this particular person who made the blog did on Poet. So again, that particular person isn't innocent, and really and truly, nobody's innocent. We're all sinners in that regard. Nobody's perfect. But I do feel like it's a bit of a shame for the people and Gasworks. And what I find a bit confusing is Alhan is pissed. He is actually so pissed to the point where he writes in his story that, he wants his fans and followers to go and at his name's Blaze Novel. He is like the CEO of Boiler Room. And he's like, tell this Peter Crouch looking prick to bring out the episode and stop delaying greatness. And obviously a lot of people are doing so. Like, go DM again and tell him he's a mug. And it's like, this guy's a CEO. I understand that what he's doing is long and annoying and irritating and unfair and unjust, but should you be giving this energy to the CEO? I don't know, I find that a bit weird. And then the CEO is showing all these messages where people are pissed off. And he says, don't worry, it's not a real thing. So what is that? I don't know what that means. Maybe he's saying that the show will be fine and it's going to come back and next episode. Hopefully it does, because clearly it's a major demand. But I want to know what you guys think. What side are you on? Do you guys feel that Poet deserves some form of consequence for his actions, or do you guys feel like it was 5 years ago, people can learn and change and they're entitled to change? If people are entitled to know everybody else's business, then surely people are also entitled to change. They're also entitled to progress themselves, to become better individuals. And what somebody was 5 years ago is different to how they are now, and they can grow and they can learn. Or do you feel like he rightly deserves to be, off the Copa 19, he deserves for this whole scandal with Gasworks to be delayed, and, Alhan himself finding, same rough kind of tweets that they've found for Poet for that particular girl is hilarious. It kind of just shows that, not everybody's innocent, and it's very easy just to throw the stone and pretend you're sinless, and you know, we can go down that route as well. So there's so many different avenues and pathways we can really discuss and, you know, make this a very interesting discussion, because really and truly this is causing some unnecessary heat and, you know, scandal for the show. And if the way Elhan is giving his energy to the CEO, calling him Peter Crouch and, you know, all this type of stuff, he is the CEO, is this not only going to extend the issues with Gasworks not being on? I don't know, to be honest. Maybe it won't. Maybe it's good. But like, he says he's CEO of ballrooms. I'm just like, okay, like, like I want to be at my CEO like that. But obviously we want the show to come back, and hopefully it does next week, and there are no more delays. And will probably return to the show. We don't know. This isn't the first time he's been caught, but at the same time, you know, it was 5-6 years ago. So is it okay for him to, you know, just groan and apologize? But that isn't the apology thing a cliche thing for everyone to do on the Notes app? Why are we doing all this to him, but Maya Jama can slide past through? So many different questions and so many different ways we can answer this. Do let me know what you guys think about this particular issue. Comment down below. I'd massively appreciate it. Hit me up on my Instagram at Murad_Muradi. Type my name and follow me, and subscribe to my channel. Click. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll most definitely catch you guys soon.